about choices, no doubt.
Choices.
Looking at your life from the inside.
That's right.
Life's about choices, no doubt. Looking at your life from the inside. Life's about choices, no doubt.
Speak on it.
Looking at your life from the inside. Life's about choices, no doubt.
West side.
Looking at your life from the inside. Looking out.
Family, it's your boy, Lamont Faison, with You Versus Yourself podcast, where the truth and you collide. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, I'm still in the building.
Family, it's your boy, Lamont Faison, and y'all already know I'm in the building, back with another episode of You Versus Yourself podcast, where the truth and you collide. Listen, I've been on vacation, you guys, so I've been gone for a few days, like 17. I went on a cruise, and I hung out in Belize, Jamaica, and all of that good stuff, and so now I'm back. And as soon as I got back, I checked my messages, my DM on my IG page at Anger Management, and someone said, Lamont, I got a problem. My problem is that my woman, who I'm not married to, is not listening to me. And every time I try to lay down the law, she does her own thing. And I got a problem with that. Well, sir, I got an answer for you today. The first thing that I want to tell you that we don't have the ability to control other people. That woman or that man, depending on circumstance, is an adult. And you don't have the right to attempt to control them. If that person is not in alignment with your ideals of life or the relationship, that calls for you to make another decision. But you do not get to control that person because somehow you think you laid down a plan or a vision or laid down the law and think she or he should be for that idea. They do not have to be. Now, understand, I'm not saying that it's a bad idea or the plan that you laid out is not a good one. I'm simply saying that you can't control somebody else and then attempt to manipulate the situation and give them ultimatums about if they don't do this or they don't do that, then you're going to do so-and-so, so-and-so. That, my friend, is power and control. I absolutely believe that a relationship should be mutual. There should be an agreement. If there's not an agreement and it's one of those non-negotiables that we're dealing with, then you, my friend, have the responsibility to make a choice for you. Watch this, not for the other person, but for you. All right. You don't get to make decisions for a person who does not want you to make decisions for them. The other thing that I would say, using power and control techniques is not leadership. Those are not leadership tactics. Those are power and control and bully tactics. So you got to be very careful when you're talking about trying to get someone to follow a plan or what you call it, laying down the law to fit in that particular scene that you have created. All right. So again, I don't get to control the other person. That person has autonomy. That person is an adult. So if you're upset and you're angry and you all up in arms because this person won't listen to you and you think you have a good idea, then you, friend, has to make a decision. Is this the right person? Is this a healthy relationship for me? Where is this relationship going? My advice would be to sit down when everything is calm and you guys are not emotionally charged and sit down and have a conversation. Why is this important? Then you can see if you guys are on the same page and see if you guys can reconcile the relationship or that particular situation and see if there's some understanding that you guys can come to and find some common ground. Again, we do not get to control the other person. They do not have to listen to anything that we're saying. We're not their God. Even God, by the way, gives us a choice. The Bible says, choose ye this day whom you're going to serve. That sounds like a choice. All right. So be careful with that because you'll lean in when you're using power and control techniques and end up finding yourself in a cycle of abuse and getting caught up in domestic violence if that thing ever gets heated. So we want to be careful of that. So remember, these are adults. You are an adult. You have a level of autonomy. You don't get to control the other person and try to turn them into what you want them to be. That person is allowed to be free. And if you say they're not allowed to be free and you get to control them because that's your woman or that's your man, I'm telling you now that you're delving into that area of the cycle of abuse, and it could cost you your freedom. So that's my tip of the day. Have a conversation. See if you guys are on the same page. If not, then another decision needs to be made about if this is a good relationship and if this relationship is going to work. All right, that's my tip of the day. I am your boy Lamont Faison, You Versus Yourself podcast. And remember what I always say, being calm is cool.